There it is. There it is. Here time. It's that time. What's going on with you?
All right, chilling. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. I see you got on the orange and blue skies. What jersey you got today?
Stephon Marbury.
All right. The Starberry.
Yeah,
Went
that's
overseas
right,
and
the Starberry.
is the man over in China. They got statues for that boy over there.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
And man, with the one of the few people argue with Jordan and have a good real argument. I make shoes so everybody can pay for them.
Yeah.
Him and Shaq had the quote unquote cheap shoes. And if I wish I'd got a pair to this day, they'd be still stuck in the back of my closet collecting dust. It's like they'd be collectibles.
I have a pair of Shaqs, but I do have the Reebok Shaqs, but the Starberries, I had two pairs. I had a dark blue pair with the orange, and then I had the white blue pair with the orange.
I always thought they was fresh, but I never had any. I never liked the Shaq, though. I thought the Shaq was corny. But I thought the Shaq was corny. I should have got the Starberries, though.
Hey.
Shaq hanging on the rim on the shoe. Yeah, that wasn't quite my mind. I thought that was corny, but hey, who am I? What do I know?
Ain't no worse than the Karl Malone LA Gears with the lights in them. Yeah,
well,
see?
Actually, yeah, they were cool because that was like the new style technology at the time. But then after about 6 months, you was like, nah. When they first was announced, we was like, oh, they're fresh. Then it was like,
going up and down the court with the lights up. Come on, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Once you saw the practicality, but the initial announcement, yeah, oh yeah. I remember that announcement with the cheerleaders and all that. Oh yeah. After that, no. All right. Here it is, June 6, 2006, Saturday morning. In all transparency, we are taping 24 hours in advance, so we are coming to you live from Memorex. But nonetheless, we're gonna have a great show. I'm looking so much forward to doing this show this morning. We are on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, the Roku channel, on the Maximum TV network, and on TikTok. And we say when you say Maximum TV, yes, go. All you gotta do is go to this right here. All you gotta do is go and get the overlay. Where the overlay at? Bam. No, I'm gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do the background. So let me drop us out real quick so I can show everybody what we look at. Let me drop. That's what it looks like. So when you go on Maximum TV Network, you pull up that symbol right there. Boom, there it is right there. Let's see. I got to put the other one back where it was. I thought I had it as an overlay, but it's okay. We'll bring it back. So we want to make sure we do all that. We're going to be on all those socials. And check us out as we talk about, of course, we start with the NBA Finals, the Road Warriors, the New York Knickerbockers go down to San Antonio and beat the San Antonio Spurs in game one. Out there played a really, really good game. Jalen Brunson with 30. After being down 13 going in the third quarter, making a furious comeback, scoring the last 11 points of the game. Did you think that the Knicks were going to pull it off like that?
Nah, I thought they would come out a little rusty, but they came out. They came out with the 1-2 punch.
Now, we had talked about that on Tuesday, whether or not it was to their favor or was it a detriment. I thought it was going to be a detriment having a layoff like that, but I think the extra preparation is what helped out a lot because you start to see some things that people hadn't done against San Antonio all season, like boxing out on offense before the shot was even made, boxing out Wemby and the other guys let open up the lane for the guards to get to the hole or other players get to the hole. So, but it's not like he didn't affect any shots. It was more along the lines of they was limited because of the fact that they were playing a little bit smarter offense out there against Mr. Wembanyama, the Merovingian. So I'm excited about tonight on ABC. Of course, it's coming back. Let me pull up the time to make sure I'm getting everything here right.
8:30.
8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. So right about 8:45 is when they're gonna tip the game off. Back in the days, they had those 9 o'clock starts, so that's pretty much as close as they're gonna get to it tonight. And so, of course, we're gonna get our prediction a little bit later on in the show. I know who I'm going for. I already know who I'm picked for the series. I said the Knickerbockers in 6, but we're gonna see if that's gonna fall out the way I said it's gonna be for tonight as well. We're gonna take a good look. We're gonna take a good look. All those good observations we got going on here, so we got to keep moving and go. Not here, but we're moving now into NFL action. Woo! Trades. AJ Brown to the Patriots. You think that's going to be a good fit?
Yeah, because they released Stephon Diggs. If Stephon Diggs was still there, it would have been Philly all over again.
You think this is the second time AJ Brown and pouted and acted up a little bit and then got his way up out of a team. You think he's gonna do this? You think it's the last stop for him to try with those antics?
Nah, because him and Mike Vrabel, they was okay in the Titans, Tennessee. He just stuff happened to where he had to get moved and Mike Vrabel moved on. But man, hell, it's gonna be different because you know what? Like I said, you got rid of you got rid of the big distraction, which was Stephon Diggs. He might be done, to be honest.
Yeah, he might be done because I don't think anybody want to deal with him. Cardi B, all the kids, all the extra women, all the allegations, and he might be the stick of fork in him. He might be done. If anything, he'd be a pickup. He'd be a September pickup when somebody get hurt or something like that.
We never know because the Giants went back out and signed Odell Beckham, so who knows? Been out of football for 2 years.
I wonder if he know where the bones buried. That's probably why. He know where somebody's bones are buried.
It's not a bad pickup because that's where he started, but it depends on the roles you're going to give him. And then, see, it's a whole new regime. He's not going to get away with the stuff he would have got away with Dable. Harbaugh not going for that.
Right.
So it's like they say, it's a different regime.
Well, plus I can also say, as a player, he was much different when he went to LA. But my issue was that he got that's 2 knee injuries, and that's no tire. No. What kind of tread do we have left on the tire? That's all I'm saying. That's what I see.
Right at the warning bar. But I mean, he is a Super Bowl champion. He got a ring.
So you could tell that when he was in LA, that he was his attitude was much better, and he played out, and he balled out as hard as he could. And that injury in the Super Bowl was set him back. But that's my worry, not the fact that he's a bad locker room guy or anything like that. When he was young, he may have had attitude issues, but that he did some growing up. You can tell in between that time. All right. Moving forward on NFL and football issues, we also got a big Myles Garrett to the Rams from the Cleveland Browns. Traded him for Jared Verse. Player for player and a couple of number ones. Wow. So the first thing we said around here is, well, why come the Lions couldn't do that? They talked all that junk last year about how they would have been costing too much to bring in bring in Myles Garrett. What couldn't you do? Why couldn't you put off a message like that for the team?
Because that's what that's what the fans in Detroit want. And when the fans in Detroit want, they never get. That's why I'm not a fan of Detroit sports. Y'all don't make the die-hard moves. Y'all make the okay moves. And you think okay gonna get you to a chip. It's not. The only one that really you could go back and say did a die-hard move was Joe D. And what that do? Cost him his job. When he signed Rasheed Wallace, everybody was like, man, what the hell is this man doing? They won a chip. Bam. Larry Brown the next year quit. insert Flip Saunders. They had the same team, went back, lost.
3 times. Went to the conference championship 3 times, and then nothing came of it. LeBron era started when he went off and scored 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Scored 25 points in the fourth quarter, right? But that cost him his job. Then he tried to make another trade, which he didn't really have that much of an impact, where he sent Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was brought here just to fill the seats. That's why that was.
Yeah, because
by that time it was over. Tom Wilson knew it was over. It was over, man. You had went to the well too many times.
That was a sell of seats, so because they was going to sell the team for busting the seats. Yeah.
And Karen Davis sold the team, and the Palace got tore down. Remember history now.
See, but he wasn't the only one who made a move, all or nothing move. He used to make them all the time. Was Illich Sr. Before he passed away, he would always make moves like that to bring people in. Illich Sr. Allman Illich.
Oh, well, he was trying to do it the New York way. He can't do it the New York way. Mike Illich. Yeah, he was trying to do it the New York way. He can't do it. You don't got Steinbrenner money.
He did it in hockey as well as with the baseball team. It worked out more for hockey than it did for baseball. But the point is, at least he tried.
I can't give you that one. I can't give you that one. Because the 2006 year, you had Kenny Rogers, you had, what was the other guy there? You had Kenny Rogers, you had Verlander, you had all them. You lost to Fat Albert. Came back, man, Pujols.
At least he tried. He went for broke. He went for it. And that's all you can ask for.
He came back, 2 years later, he came back and you played the Panda now. You had a man on third, a man on first, 2 outs, Cabrera. 2 strikes, 3 balls. He's standing there and let the ball go straight down the middle. You can't do it the New York way.
Well, my point is, at least they tried. That's all I'm saying. At least they tried. That's all you can ask for. That's all you can.
9-8 the Lions, right?
Ooh.
You couldn't get Miles Garrett. You couldn't get old boy from the Raiders. But at the end of the day, I gotta be trying to tell you, everybody has a boss. Brad Holmes can only do what Sheila Foreham allows him to do. They're not going. Where has the Lions ever spent some money? They not.
Yeah. I'm gonna still be cautiously optimistic. I'm gonna see at least 1 road game this season, if not 2. Trying to get to Germany.
They have a champagne appetite with beer money. You can't do it, man.
It's beer money.
With beer money.
That's funny. What kind of beer? It's small liquor beer.
No, they want that beer, the non-alcoholic beer. The kind you drink, don't even give you
a buzz.
Just not going nowhere, man.
Get some more duels.
Not going nowhere, and it's sad.
I understand. Definitely understand. All right, moving forward, we're going to jump into the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. Did you see the game last night?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
It was beautiful. It was up 2-0. They was playing so well. All of a sudden, Carolina scored 1, and it seemed like as soon as that happened, you knew it was inevitable. The crowd started going crazy, and then they scored again, 2-2. And I was thinking to myself, oh man, this reminds me of the championship game with in college championship game. That's how that game started going right after that. And then they scored 3-2. Once they went up 3-2, I said, uh-oh, this is it. Then they got the goal in the crease that they denied. They said it was a no-goal. And then they scored right after they pulled the goalie. Uh-oh, tied up, overtime. As soon as they took that penalty, it was almost like, what's the name? What's called not Carolina, but the other team said their whole body language changed. As soon as they took that penalty, going to overtime, Vegas Knights, the VJK took that penalty, it was over. I got a chance to watch that game, pretty much that whole game last night. That first goal came so quickly, I didn't get a chance to see who made it until they did the replay. He scored Hollowell. Let's see, and make sure I get his name. Started with an H. But he had that quick goal so fast, and before you knew it, it was. Let me see. Let me get the guy's name up here. His name is full box score. Goal is where the young man at? I gotta find his name just that fast. Hold on, here it is. Howden. There we go. Howden with the 2 goals. He scored that first goal so fast. You know how you know the thing about hockey, once you put your head down real quick to look up, the next one was a score. I did see the second one, but that overtime goal, you can just tell as soon as they took that penalty, their whole body language was like, well, let's just get out of here and play for the next one. We did what we wanted to do. We won one on the away court, and we're gonna take it back to Vegas. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I like most about the whole game. Carolina's sweaters. Those jerseys are sweet. That black and red like that, I love that. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna go get me one. What'd you think about those jerseys?
They're nice. The only thing is you gotta wait till the fall now to wear. It's too hot to put that on.
Well, more than anything, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg to get you one of them now.
You got it, because you know what? You got to catch it when it's at the right time. Like,
right.
I know all the time to buy jerseys is the time, like usually when they get eliminated, they go down. But the value ain't there as much. But while they playing, yeah, you'll be a fool to buy one now. It'll be like $150. But if they lose, the value go down. So the jersey be like cut in half. It'll be like $75, $80. Gotta know how to do it, man.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on Fanatics and I'm gonna find me or the NHL.com, whatever their supplier is. I'm gonna give me one of them jerseys. I'm gonna get a jersey. I'm gonna get that taken care of.
Like Rally House, that's like a big chain here in Michigan. Yeah. They got Red Wings, Pistons, Tigers. It's all Michigan. So you got Michigan State. You go buy Michigan State, Michigan stuff now because the season ain't here. Once the season, that's when they raise the price. Yeah, you gotta learn how to do it, man.
Yeah, go out to the Novi Mall and get a jersey.
Yeah, you go out there and get you this is when you want to buy your Piston stuff. Now, even though the season over, you be ready for next year.
I'm about to make me a trip. I'm about to make me a trip out there.
Man, that's like the K. The K is shoe right now. His shoe is $140, even though the season is over. But if you wait till about what's this? June. You wait till about July, August. It'll be about $100, $90.
Yeah, if I get them, I'm gonna definitely wait. We'll definitely wait on them. I'm not a shoe person like you, but every now and then I want to step out just a little bit.
Wait about end of July, August. That'd be about $90.
Speaking of Red Wings, late last night we got the word. Actually, in the afternoon we got the word that Mr. Dylan Parker said, "Get me out of here." You think they're gonna actually trade him?
Nah, you're gonna have to force the hand. Cause him and Yzerman, him and Captain Steve don't get along, so you're gonna have to force his hand.
By not showing up the training camp or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Refusing to play, that type of thing. Like I say, he tired, man. He want to build a legacy. He don't want to be. I mean, it's not all his fault, barring injury and all that, but he like, man, I'm fresh off of winning. I'm fresh off of winning a gold medal. I want to just be known for that.
Right. Yeah, normally I always say, let him go. But this time I say, I don't blame you. I understand. We have done the bare minimum in a lot of ways in terms of the Red Wings as an organization. I talked about this last week. It makes no sense that the Vegas Golden Knights came here in 2018. They played in 4 or 5 Stanley Cup championships already, finals. They already got one in 2023. That makes no sense. If they can do it with literally nobody on the roster in 2018, and we had a full team, what are they doing that we're not? What sacrifices are they making that we're not? And they started off with the salary cap lower than everybody. They had nobody. They had straw man on their team, so makes no sense. So, Mr. Dillon can hopefully we can come to an agreement of either them bringing in somebody in the off season to help you out, and you and Steve sitting down and having a coffee or a shot of whiskey or something like that, straightening things out and moving forward from there. Hopefully we can figure that out. We'd love to keep you around, and if you got to go, I understand. I may not agree with you. I like it, but I understand. All right, moving forward, we're moving to Major League Baseball. Before we do that, don't forget to click like, click share. Let everybody know we are here. We are live by way of Memorex on this morning, Saturday morning, June 6, 2006. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, the Roku channel on the Maximum TV Network, and on TikTok. Make sure you go in and join us, follow us, subscribe, whatever platform that you are part of, to make sure that we know that you're here. Say hello to us. Let us know that we're here. We always talk back. I always make sure we send a message. And make sure you support this young man right here. Make sure we get in the camera. Make records journey every day. By that young man right there, Mr. Marcus Holmes, has this new app. Go to TikTok. Marcus R. Holmes. He's the HR specialist. He will let you know how to get that good job, how to answer those star questions, how to negotiate your salary, how to negotiate your insurance, how to make sure you transfer your 401k from one job to another. He help you with all that. But first, you got to go get that app. Go get the app, the new app venture, and it's going to help you get to be where you need to be. All righty, moving into Major League Baseball, the Detroit Tigers have had an awakening of sorts. They're awake right now. Will it last? Right now, the Tigers are, let's see here, 25-38. They are 3-3 since last week. Won their last 3 games in a row. The last game they won 7-2 over the Rays, 5-5 over the last 10 games. They're third from last in the American League, where they were last in the American League, but now they're third from last. Now they're fifth from last in MLB, moving up. They had moved up. Is this fool's gold, or are they just having a little bit of a resurgence? What you think?
Just having a little bit of resurgence. Beat the Tampa Bay Devil Rays in Tampa Bay. You won 3-0. I wouldn't have a parade down Woodward.
Well, they say it's a big thing because Tampa Bay, of course, was in first place. So, with them beating the first place team, and let's see, Tampa Bay with 36-23, one of the best records in the league right now. They're the first in the American League, and they are overall. Let's see, Tampa Bay. They're the 4th best team in the league total. So for the Tigers to go in there and put the smackdown on them is a big deal. Or just a little bit of resurgence, because that's the Tigers really supposed to be in that spot right now. Right. It wasn't like they some close games all the way around. They really jumped on them. So you think they're gonna keep that up?
No.
Speaking of baseball, y'all set up to get y'all tickets yet for like I do every year, your yearly game?
Nah, I ain't got no response on it. I ain't got no info on it. Cause his birthday was yesterday, so I don't know. Usually, they would have sent a text. I didn't get a text yet.
All right. I'm gonna see what I can do about going with y'all to that game. I may not sit with y'all, but I'll definitely go and walk in the gates with you, and we can do a quick little video outside the gates. Y'all let y'all hang with the family, and I go on the other side or something. Walk around like I always do, and get the peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Go take a picture with the tiger that sit out front.
Yes, and then make the video in front of the Ferris wheel, in front of the Ferris wheel.
Then we could go make a video in front of the police headquarters.
Nah, I ain't trying to do all that. No. I've knock on wood. I have never been arrested. I have never been at the jailhouse for myself. I've been in the back of a police car, and that's because it was some mistaken issues going on, but it wasn't me. Once they figured it out, they let me go with an apology. But I have never did the purple walk, and I ain't planning on it. And so I'll 1,300. I know where it is. But that ain't trying what I'm trying to do. I ain't gonna lie. I'm too pretty. I'm too pretty to go up in there. All right. Moving forward, let's see here. We making good time today. We making good time as usual. So where we at now? We jump into our beautiful sports for women. They got it going on. Let's see. I almost forgot. And also in baseball news, Aaron Judge is out indefinitely. Cracked some ribs, and so he gonna have to take a little sit down for a little while. Do you think the Yankees can sustain their level of play with him in his absence? Unlike the not the Lions, but the Tigers not being able to sustain their level of play, not as Scoops with Scoop being away.
No, the Yankees can still sustain. Yeah.
They saying that Scoop been having some bullpen games. He's been looking pretty good. So you think they're gonna trade him at the deadline?
They had no choice.
Yeah, he might have to he might be seeing some different uniforms. He might be in a different uniform. I myself, I don't predict that somebody. Of course, there's Los Angeles, New York, Cleveland is saying they might go down to Cleveland, somewhere like that. I actually think that he's going to go to Seattle or the Braves. Those are the two teams I think is going to come and get him. That'll be my thoughts. But I've been wrong before. I'm a man. As a man, we always wrong. So we're going to see. We shall see, said the blind man to the dead dog. All righty. Moving forward, we going into women's sports. This segment is tea. It eats down, it slays, it leaves no crumb. Get your coins. Clock it for all the baddies. We're clocking it for all the baddies. Speaking about baddies, women, as we get into women's sports, we're going to start with the WNBA, Women's Maximum Basketball League, right now in their standings. The Lady Sacrifice are 2-0. The Michigan Marbles are 2-0. The Unknown Rose 2-1. Model City's 2-2. Sightown Soul Sisters 1-1. Queens of the Court 2-2. The Lady Gorillas are 2-2, and from DFW, Elkhart Braves are 0-1. Wharf Extreme is 1-3, and the Albany Good Life Basketball Club are 0-2. Coming up over the weekend, Saturday, Queens of the Court goes to play against the Chi-Town Soul Sisters. The DFW Lady Gorillas go play the Michigan Marbles. The Lady Sacrifice go to Model City, and on Sunday, the DFW Lady Gorillas go play the Michigan Marbles. They play, looks like a back-to-back games, Saturday and Sunday, and for the Michigan Marbles. Talking to the commissioner, we're gonna get us a couple ladies to come back on the show to interview. We've been taping, so we're gonna tape it and then include it in the show. And once we go back live, they're gonna be back with us live on the live side as well. In the WNBA, right now the Minnesota Lynx are kicking butt and taking names at 8-2. The Albany Dream are 6-3. Vegas Aces are 6-3. The Wings are 6-3. The Golden State Valkyries are 6-4. The Lady Liberty, the New York Liberty are 6-4. Indiana Fever are 5-4. The Portland Fire are 6-5. Those are your top 8 teams right now. The team where in the season where the stop, they will go to the playoffs. They're also setting up for the Cup. The Toronto Temple are 5-5. Washington Mystics are 4-4. Los Angeles Sparks are 4-5. Chicago Sky 3-6. The Mercury 3-8. Seattle Storm 3-8. And the Connecticut Sun are 2-9. Did you see that clip where BG and the Bayou Bobby got tied up, and and what's her name had to jump back for about 10 seconds till she realized, oh yeah, that's BG. Yeah, I'm gonna go get her. Yeah, girl, good play. She got tough for a second, like what? Oh yeah, she looked down at her like, you know, you don't want this smoke. Angel Reese was tough for about 2.2 seconds. I thought that was pretty funny. But that lets you know they play hard on a nightly basis. And that's what they doing what they supposed to do over in the WNBA. That's what I like about them. I'm not gonna lie, those girls play hard on a nightly basis. They show what they're there to do, and they give a good effort on a nightly basis. Everybody does that, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. And last night there were some games. Let's see here. Last night the Indiana beat Atlanta 83-71 in Indiana. And let's see, they held serve at home, and Golden State lost to Minnesota 87-84. Tonight we got the Connecticut playing against Chicago, Dallas playing against Los Angeles, Phoenix going to Portland. Saturday, Seattle goes to Minnesota, Golden State, Vegas, Washington, Atlanta, Indiana, New York. And on Sunday, Chicago goes to Toronto and Portland goes to Los Angeles. Of course, Ion Friday night games. We got those 3 games tonight right on Ion. So make sure you check them out Saturday on ABC and on CBS. We got games on Sunday. We got the one game on NBA TV. All righty, we moving right along. Last night in the Women's College World Series, Texas beat Texas Tech for the second year in a row for the Women's College World Series. Congratulations to the Lady Longhorns. I was actually cheering for Texas Tech. They got the young lady, the pitcher that they brought in, and I was hoping that she could lead them to the championship. She won and led the NBA, the ladies in NIL money. That's the word I'm looking for. And let's see, NIL. So let me pull this up and see if I can get some information on the lady. I'm trying to remember. That's it. Najee Kennedy in Texas Tech. I'm a big fan of that young lady. Great pitcher and a great young lady all the way around. You always see all the young ladies that want to come up and get autographs from her. And she's a great ambassador for the sport. So I was hoping that Texas Tech would win it just for her. Didn't quite work out like that. This is her senior season. So good luck to her playing in the professional leagues and also in the Olympics in 2 years. Once again, congratulations to the Texas Longhorns. I think the score was 4-1 last night over Texas Tech. Also, let's see here, in women's sports. Queen of the Court is back, Serena. We talked about that the other day. Serena Williams is back in women's not volleyball, tennis. And you could see something was coming. When you see her doing the interviews, she went from, I hate to say it like this, I'm not trying to be funny, so ladies don't be mad at me. She went from Serena with the baby weight to Serena with the GLP-1 weight to you can see her doing the training. You can see the definition coming back and the determination. And you saw her hitting out there, just playing with some of the players that are out there now in the league. You can kind of see what's coming. So I hope that she does well. Right now she's been playing mostly doubles out there. So good luck to Serena Williams that she's over in getting ready in Roland Garros to play. No, she didn't go to Roland Garros. She didn't go to Roland Garros. Where is she right now? Let's see here. She's at a lower tournament. Let's see here. Serena Williams returned. So she's at a tournament this weekend. Let's see here. She's at HSBC Championship at the Queen's Club in London. So she's not quite at. She didn't go to Roland Garros. So she's in London. She might be at Wimbledon. You never know. So maybe she's gearing up to go to play at Wimbledon. So I'm excited. I'm excited about her being back, and because I'm a big, huge Serena Williams fan. All right, we're a little early, but we got a good amount of time left. We got some great topics in this next area. We're gonna take a quick pause for the calls as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. All right, the first one we have is not necessarily Stoopid Sports News, but the stupid amount of money he gonna make. Sorry to be parking watching for those out there who want to criticize, but you got to be honest about this one. Steph Curry signing a 10-year deal with Limeen worth over $400 million for his shoes after leaving, was it Reebok that he was with originally?
Under
Armour. Because Nike messed up the presentation and didn't change the name on the PowerPoint, and they brought him in, so he left with Under Armour. Now he is truly a global brand, truly a global brand as he goes to as he taking his talents to the company and gonna make a lot of money. And I ain't mad at the brother. Got a lot of money. Make a lot of money. True global brand. Also, in Stoopid Sports News, this is actually pretty stupid. The Mavs and the Stars are moving out of the American Airlines Center between now and 2029, 2030, somewhere right around that time. They are building new stadiums on the outer part of Dallas. One moving to Plano, and one is actually moving to. They're still being down at what's called the Valley View Mall area. And the people that bought the Mavericks, they were actually going to move to Irving, kind of close to where the Cowboys used to play, but that fell through, and so they're moving to Old Valley View Mall area. The infrastructure's there. It makes sense for them to move there. You already got infrastructure, and then in terms of the freeways is already set up right there. It's easy in and easy out in that old area, and they're basically trying to get the laws changed in the state of Texas so they can set up not only the stadium but a whole gambling complex. They want hotels. They want to control the hotel. They want to control the casino. All that stuff together. But in the state of Texas, there is no gambling. You got to go to Oklahoma for that. So you're going to see some initiatives really soon on the ballot about making that change. And that's what that was all about. Buying a team and moving them out of the AC. They really threatened to move them out of state. They're going to move. The threat was actually moving them out of state. Was to they were going to try and be the team to go to Vegas. They were actually just moving the Mavs to Vegas. That was the actual talk. Moving to a state friendly with gambling. So that's what they wanted to do. And but it didn't quite work out like that. So they are going to stay in the state of Texas, but they're going to be moving to that area over by the Valley View Mall. And the Dallas Stars, excuse me. The Dallas Stars will be moving out by the Star in Plano, which is where the Cowboys are. They're building a facility right out there, and the infrastructure is right out there too. The freeway is set up really nice out there in that area. How to even get in and off and on really easy. And that's the biggest thing right there. You go into a sporting event, get in and out, and have to sit 45 minutes just to go 2 miles.
Right.
So you go to a lot of games in this area down in Detroit. That's exactly what's going to happen. You go to a Tigers baseball game, unless you park far enough away, and you got to get on 75 or something like that. It's going to be a nightmare. So yeah, that's the biggest thing right there, the infrastructure. Yep. All right, moving forward on Stoopid Sports News. Carmelo Anthony finally wears a tie. Did you notice that?
Nah, I didn't even. What was that?
He does the he does the halftime show. This was on NBC. They had him and the two cousins doing a halftime show in the last game. Normally he would wear a fresh little sweatsuit. So I guess somebody finally got to him and said, "Come on, man, you got to put this tie on." He still wore the sweatsuit, but he put the tie under it. You can just see the little. I don't know. It might have been a clip on, but he had a tie under the sweatsuit. Finally got it off. But you could, Vince Carter and this other cousin, they all fresh in their suits. And Tracy McGrady fresh in their suits, and Carmelo Anthony sitting there like, "Yep. So what?" Finally put on the tie. For the last game. All right. Also, we have. You know who Terry Rozier is, the basketball player?
Yeah, he played for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yes, sir. That young man it's just been announced yesterday that he must forfeit $26 million of his NBA salary. The arbitrator ruled due to his gambling indictment. Because he was gambling, they said, no, you got to get that money back. So he thought he was going to go out there gamble and keep that money too. Nah, because you know contracts are guaranteed in the NBA.
Yeah.
Not no more. They said, "Give me that back. I need that back." So now you're not gonna get. We're gonna keep that money. What Uncle call it? That's hustling backwards. How much money you make off that gambling? Nowhere near as much as that 26 million. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. All righty. That's what we'll and all. That's everything we have for Stoopid Sports News. Do. One quick question for you as we get into our predictions. Can the Knicks win 2 in a row in San Antonio?
No, it'll be 1-1 because they're gonna make the adjustments.
So Pop's gonna go in there. Popovich gonna go in there and give another rousing speech and yell at him again.
Yeah, you gotta tell Wemby to stay up the 3-point line. He shot 9 threes.
You think he shot 9 threes because he felt he was open, or he felt that he was too nervous to go down low and go play tough?
He trying to show that this 7'5" guy can do it all. Just not the time to do it. You gotta play your role, man.
All right. So that's gonna get us right into our predictions. And so, of course, for tonight, on the game, who you got? I think you already tipped your hand. So you say San Antonio gonna win tonight?
Yeah.
What's your score?
93-89.
I also think San Antonio's gonna win tonight. I'll be the first time the Knicks lost in 12 games. They won 12 games straight. So kudos to them. But I think tonight that San Antonio gonna step it up a little bit more. My prediction is 88-85. It's gonna be some. I'm not gonna say flopping, but it's gonna be some bad calls down the stretch. That's gonna go in San Antonio's way.
Right.
That's what I think is gonna happen. But overall, it's gonna be a really good game. It's gonna be a lot of suspense, and Mike Brown gonna get a technical foul against them, and Johnson gonna get 1, 2, and they're gonna be a half court fussing at each other like this. That's what's gonna get them some text. That's my prediction. All right, everybody, we up out of here. Another great show in the books. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll be back Tuesday for Tuesday Morning Takeover, and then again Thursday for Thursday Morning Takeover. But as we get out of here, as always, we're gonna ask Felix, what's your word? What's your last word?
If you want loyalty during the storm, wait, hold on. If you want loyalty during the storm, reward people with the sunshine while the sun is shining.
All right. That's deep right there. That's deep. You got to think on that one. Thank you, sir, for that. We do appreciate everybody. We shall see you next week on our full 1-hour show. Have a great day. Be safe. Stay warm. Stay dry. Stay hydrated. And be good, everybody.